No,
It is.
no, it's Sunday the 28th.
Oh, is it?
What happened to you, Richard?
Hello.
Richard?
Are you still dancing there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was. Yeah, I was.
Happy. It's nice.
I tell you what, I enjoy Thursdays because I come on here and I speak to Liz and I think, she's made my week. She's made my week.
Oh, I bet you say that to all the girls.
Oh no, 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 no. Okay, folks. Before we start, don't forget, um, Mason from the X Factor is going to be on. I had him on the other day, and he's kind of like asked to come back again, so he's going to come back again. And so what was done was because people not interested in it, we thought we'd do it by a ticket event. So get your tickets, and that'll be a private event, so where you can ask questions to him and everything. So that'd be interesting.
Wow,
So
is that
yes, Mason, remember him on the X
done?
Factor?
And don't watch X Factor.
Oh,
But a lot of people do, so yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
oh yeah, yeah. We're getting
You
some
get all the
people.
good ones, don't you? You get me, you get him.
Yeah, wait till next week. We got a big one. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah, yeah.
Can't you tell us?
No, not at the moment. No, not allowed to. I'll tell you after.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right. Tonight we want to talk about the best alternatives, don't we, to sugar?
Yes.
What are the alternatives to sugar? Because all I know is sweetener and um, sugary drinks.
Yeah, yeah, and unfortunately, they're the artificial kind, the artificial sweeteners, which, as I've mentioned before, can really upset your gut bugs. Hey, Wayne, he's not been on
Hello.
with us for a long time. How you doing? Yeah, so the artificial sweeteners that are in most diet foods, they're very problematic to your gut bacteria, and they can cause a lot of not well disruption, most definitely, but an imbalance of the good
Mm,
guys and the bad guys, and they can eventually that can cause poor health, but it can also interfere with your weight loss. There was a coach who had a client, and he was doing everything right. Everything was down to a T. He was doing everything right, and he just so happened to mention that he drank Diet Coke or Zero, whatever it's called these days. And the coach said, well, get that out your diet. And he got that out of his diet, and he started to lose weight again. And artificial sweeteners, yes, 0 calories, but it's the effect, always it's the effect of the food. And the artificial sweeteners feed the bad gut bacteria. The bad gut bacteria produce, like rabbits, and that can cause really, really bad disruption and distress to your gut as well.
yeah, but I've been always told. Right, say it again. Always told you got to know your why before you
Yeah,
get it in.
yeah.
I got that in before you this week. But no, but trouble is, all this, I've been told, like, don't bother having no sugar. If you want sugar, you have a sweetener.
Yeah, I know, and that's the problem. But there are better alternatives to the artificial sweeteners, and they're called artificial for a reason, because it's not real food, they are artificial. So the better options are what's known as erythritol.
Right. Explain to everybody what that is.
Okay, so you can get this in granular or powder. Now, erythritol comes from the glucose from either wheat starch or cornstarch.
Right. Go on.
The glucose from either the cornstarch or wheat starch is extracted, and it's mixed with a certain kind of yeast which ferments it, and erythritol is the outcome of that.
Right. So can you show the bag? Sorry.
Erythritol.
Right. Okay. Okay. And what does that do?
It is zero impact, or the effect is zero. Steve, where have you gone? I feel like I'm here all on my own.
I'm with you, don't worry. I'm with you.
It's zero impact, so it doesn't feed the gut bacteria. In fact, sometimes it doesn't even make it that far, because the erythritol is absorbed, digested and absorbed within the small intestine, and it's leached out into the bloodstream and is actually excreted in your urine within about 24 hours. So it doesn't make it to the large colon where your gut bugs should be. And I say should.
Does that actually clear the fat too then?
Clear the fat? No.
No, it doesn't clear the fat.
No, but the effect of that is very, very different. So the artificial sweeteners will mess with your gut bugs. Erythritol won't do that. So Wayne's, I've got some more to say on that, but Wayne says, oh, where you go? Yeah. Wayne's doing well with his weight. Been drinking 2 litres of water, eating loads of fresh fruit, cut plate size down, no longer eating at night. Before bed, was 32, weighed myself the other day, now gone to kaboom! Cut out the crisp and the chocolate and sweets. Wayne knew his why.
Why?
Why he got on the case and he's done it. Well done, Wayne. Well done, you.
Right, so you were saying, yeah, well done, mate, well done. So you were saying, what was you saying?
Erythritol.
Yeah, you were on that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a much better option than the artificial sweeteners. Much, much better option. Now, and you can use it in baking and things as well. So what it means is if you like a wee pud, you can have one if you bake with the erythritol, but you need to watch, because if you've got flour in the mix in your baking product, the flour is going to cause disruption. So if you are using any ingredients, so if you're using or following a recipe which has the nut flour, so almond flour, coconut flour, and other better quality foods, and then you bung a little bit of sweetness in, use erythritol. Now that bag, that's a 1 kilogram bag, that comes in at about £8. So you might all crumb pricey, but.
And where can you get that to? Off you?
You can get that in most of the good shops now, the big supermarkets, or if you've got a really good local shop that caters for, or supplies those kind of better foods. Otherwise, you can get it online.
Right. Okay. Do you think Waitrose will have it?
Who?
Waitrose.
Waitrose, possibly. Yeah, go down
right.
the baking aisle and have a look, or the sugar, where the sugar is.
Yeah.
The bigger, better shops are more likely to have it than small co-op.
Yeah, because I've just said, that's why I mentioned that store, because they are big now, aren't they?
Yeah. The other option is what's known as stevia, and that comes in mainly liquid form. You can get it in granular form, but it's mainly liquid form. Now, the erythritol is 70% of the sweetness of actual sugar.
Right.
So you need just a little bit more if you're going to use erythritol. But this is 200 times as sweet as sugar, so you need the tiniest driplet.
Right. So can you put that actually in your drinks?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, so you can put it in tea or coffee.
Yes, you can. And this is derived actually from a plant. So this is a plant form, whereas the other one is a little bit more processed, but it's a better option than your artificial sweeteners. The stevia is from a plant, and it's extracted from a plant. Some you have to, in both cases, the erythritol and this, whichever brand you get, always turn the product round and take a look and make sure that it's 100%. Because I made this mistake. I bought a big tub of what I thought was stevia. When I turned it round, when I got it home and turned it round and read the back, it was maltodextrin. Right. That was the artificial sweetener, because they use those crappy ones to bulk it out. And then they put a splash of the good stuff in and then label that. It's all marketing.
Yeah, I've got message here. What's the difference between two of them then?
This one is more processed and comes in granular or powder form. And the stevia is directly from a plant, but you will pay for that. That bottle was about £15. But one little drop goes a long, long way.
Does it? What? One drop?
One tiny wee drop, yeah, because it's about 200 times as strong as sugar, sweetness-wise.
God, can you imagine putting that in your coffee?
Yeah, so if you're a baker with dry goods, then use the erythritol, or you can use this to maybe sweeten. Don't go bonkers with any of this stuff, though, honestly. And I'll tell you why in a second. But this could be used to sweeten drinks instead of artificial sweetener. Much better for you. Right. So it's about the health as well. But you need to realise that anytime you have anything with a sweet flavour, it could trigger that craving. So you do need to watch that. If you're not into puddings, don't start having them just because you can.
Right. So if I want a pudding, then Liz, can I use that?
Yes.
Yeah, for my pudding.
Yes, you can.
And would that would that kind of put weight on, or would it not?
No, it's 0 calories, 0 effect as well. Now, studies have been done. It's most studies show that it doesn't raise blood sugar, but if you're very sensitive, it may. So I can't say it does or it doesn't. It may, but you're more likely to be unaffected by it than affected. And all you need to do is, if you're going to swap over and start using it, monitor your progress. The other thing it may do as well is, you know, when you see a plate of food or even a picture of some really tasty food, your mouth waters. And your mouth is watering because your body is getting you prepared to what it thinks is coming in. So that's why your mouth waters, because of the digestive enzymes in your saliva. It's actually getting ready to take on that food, which is only in a picture. Okay, so it's a response. So when you do eat these foods with these sweet flavors in them, your brain detects that sweetness, and it may release some insulin in readiness for the incoming sugar.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I've got it now. Yeah.
And there's another thing. Your body thinks, oh, hey, we've got sugar coming in. Yay, fantastic. We love sugar. If that sugar doesn't come, your body's like, whoa, where's that sugar? And it can drive you to go bonkers on sugary stuff. So you do have to be aware of those things. And if you feel them, act accordingly. Don't give in. Don't give anything. I want. Say, no, hold on a minute. That's just my brain talking. I don't need that. I don't need that food.
And also, can that be addicted? Can you be addicted to that?
Not the sweetener, but the sweet flavor, maybe. You won't be addicted to the sweetener, but this is where the cravings might kick in. So you need to be aware that that can happen. And if it does happen, then know to resist. Know to resist. You know, it's only your brain kicking in. You are in control. Tell your brain to do one. You are in control. It's up to you whether you put that food in your mouth or not. But cravings. But it is a great alternative. So if you really do love a pud and you can't get on your weight loss journey because you think you're going to miss your puddings, you can, but just use one of the better quality sweeteners.
Right. Okay. What's it like? Someone just asking me, what's it like with jelly?
I would imagine it's all right, but the jelly has its own sweetener in it anyway. So
Yeah, that's what.
you
Yeah,
would
that's what
add
they're just
sugar
saying.
to a jelly.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they're just saying.
Oh, okay.
So they're
But
just saying that. What's it like with a jelly? Because the jelly's got sugar in it. So
yeah,
would I add it to my? Would I add it to my? Can I add it to my jelly, or is it going to be too much sugar?
no, it'd be too much. You don't
Yes,
need
yes.
it. The jelly's already got that in. It would be good if you were making, if you are a baker and you've been dabbling with making better option biscuits and muffins and things, and you're using almond flour or coconut flour for your baking, then the erythritol is a good option. If you're making wet things like mousses or like chia pudding with obviously chia seeds and maybe some nut milk, then some of the stevia will work well with that.
Right. Okay. Okay. No, when you're saying about alternatives, when I used to be with Slimming World, I used to eat these biscuits. What are they called? These biscuits? What they called? What they used to call them? The chocolate ones.
Steve, you're coming back to me. I feel a bit lonely.
Yeah. All right.
Where's your wee face? Right, your biscuits. Where's he gone? Is he still with me? Oh my God, he's left me on my own. Right, I don't know what biscuits Steve's talking about, but the baking thing, if you are a baker or you like to bake, then these alternative sweeteners are a much, much better choice, because the artificial sweeteners are quite damaging to your health as well. So you really, really do need to watch that. Oh,
I'm back. Don't worry. I ain't going anywhere.
where'd you go?
I.
Left me alone.
It's the i5 bars. You know the i5 bars?
No.
Yeah, Slimming World. Slimming World now. It's got these chocolate i5 bars with nuts in it and everything.
Right. Do they kind of class them as protein bars or something?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. There'll be an artificial sweetener in that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's
And
what I thought.
yeah, and they won't use good quality. It will be a crappy artificial sweetener. They're not going to use stevia. I mean, that wee bottle there is 15 quid. They won't use it.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, in which case I need to eat my words. But knowing what I know, big companies like that, they don't use good quality. They use the cheapest quality.
Yes.
We all know that. I'm not telling anything nobody else knows.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe.
I'm trying to come. No, we're all right. Thank you, Donna. Thanks. Yeah. So anyway, Slimming World is a good company, really. They do quite well.
Your things in your, what do we call it? Well, yeah, they are, because I'm in a slimming group, Slimming World group, and a lot of the people do really well. But we will say it again, we're not knocking them.
No, we're not.
We've never knocked them.
No.
When I talk about the ingredients, I'm talking about big food companies.
Yeah. We're not knocking, Donna. We never knock Slimming World. We don't. No.
But we recognise that some people don't do well on Slimming World, and there are reasons why they don't do well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people do really well, and I see them in the group. They get their wee award or their certificate, Slim of the Week or whatever it's called, and they're chuffed to bits.
Yeah. Do you know what I do? You know what I do with my certificate?
I dread to think.
I stick it in the toilet and play darts at it. It's no good to me, is it? Oh, you lost £2 this week, you get a certificate. Then the following week you go in there and you stuff yourself and buy 5 bars. Okay, yeah. Right.
I know.
Yeah.
But I must admit, though, they are kind of coming around a bit, because they've got these things called Hex A's and Hex B's, which are healthy extras. So that's where like the extra protein and the veggies come into play.
Do you know what Slimming World confused me, they coming out with all sorts of.
Yeah, they've got Hex A's, Hex B's, Sins, something else I can't remember.
The last time I sinned was this poor old woman I used to go out with around about 9 years ago.
Oh, too much info.
I'm only joking.
Oh,
yeah. But no, but the trouble is, it just confuses me.
It is confusing.
It does to that.
Well, I think so. Just
Yeah.
the best thing you can do is just to eat real unprocessed food. I mean, any bar that's been jammed together with goo and stuff. I mean, why eat that? Just eat real food. There's
Yeah.
plenty of it around. I mean,
Yeah.
mm.
Hang on for a second.
Oh,
I'm here still. I'm here.
who?
Me. Don. I've got a message from Donna. Hi, Steve and Liz. I am a swimming world. I am a swimming world coach. Oh, good. Yeah. Um, I'm not trying to be funny, but could you stop knocking swimming world? We're not knocking them.
We always talk about Slimming World because Steve was one that's in Slimming World, and I know the ins. I don't know the ins and outs. Let me get this right.
Yeah, you do know the ins and outs. I went in and I went out.
Yeah, but I know the effect of people don't do well. It is known that they don't do well, which is why they keep bouncing in and out, and why they leave and why they rejoin. So this is not, again, anything we say is not against Slimming World, but we do recognise that it doesn't work for quite a lot of people, and there are reasons why it doesn't work for a lot of people, and that's the message we're trying to put across. There are reasons why, and I try and educate people to understand the effect of food, and when they get that, they're like, now I can see why it didn't work for me. It's an individual thing.
Yeah,
some people do well, some people don't.
We got our opinions, so
that's right. And it depends what the person's diet was like before they joined Slimming World as well, because if it was really bad, then obviously they're going to do well. And if it wasn't too bad, they go to Slimming World and they end up eating a lot more food, and then they
yeah.
And as I always say, it's the effect. It's not the quantity, it's the effect.
And also, Donna, you're welcome anytime to join us sometime. And we can talk, it'd be good to talk to you about, about Slimming World.
Yes, get Donna on, get her on with us, and we'll all talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, very much so. Anyway, let's move on. So, alternatives, right? Can we just move on a bit?
Yeah. Well, those are the best two options for sugar, because as we know, sugar raises blood sugar, and that in itself is bad enough. But then it triggers the release of insulin, and that leads to inflammation. So those are the best two options because they don't have that effect in the majority of people. They can have a laxative effect though, so you can't overdose on these. If you do, stay by the toilet, don't go out. Yeah, a lot of these actually come with a little warning. They can, if you overdose, can have a laxative effect because it's the disruption to the gut bugs, you see.
Yeah. Gosh. So, if I had a porridge, right?
A what?
A porridge, a
porridge.
Yeah. Do you want me to sign language it to you?
No, I've got you.
No, and I stuck some of that, I can't remember what it's called now, on my porridge. Including the porridge and that what I'm putting off. Would that be a lot?
It's not a great combination because the oats will cause the blood sugar rise anyway.
Damn, you got me in there again. Every week you get me.
I know, that's the problem. You have to watch what you have these with. Any grain-based product will raise your blood sugar, will release insulin. All the way insulin in the system, bang, fat stores shut down. You need to keep that fat burning window open, so the oats will do it. Sorry.
I was trying to test you there to see, and you've just done it again to me. Every week you do it to me. Right, okay. Questions, here we go. Okay, hi Liz and Steve, hello. I've been having problems for a few weeks now with my weight. finding it difficult to get into clothes and everything. What kind of plan do you recommend going to Liz's plan? That's the plan I want to go. Don't bother about swimming around. It's no good. Right.
You've been told off.
I've been told off, yeah. But I'm not worried. Yeah, so yeah, contact Liz. No, seriously, guys,
Yeah. Obviously, you need to make changes to your diet, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is gradually start thinking about it, start planning ahead. That's one of the biggest things you can do. Plan your meals ahead, reduce the amount of starchy based products and sugar that you are consuming. You have to bring them down if you want to lose weight effortlessly and healthily as well. Bring the consumption of those foods down, but do it over a period. Don't just take all those foods out of your diet and expect to do well. You won't. You'll go completely potty because you need to take yourself off of these things. So make your portion sizes smaller, or reduce the amount of packet of crisps or biscuits you have in a day. But you do have to know that why. You have to be ready up here. Otherwise, you'll start it and you won't follow it through, and then you'll go on a bender of biscuits. You have to be ready up here. And if you're ready up there, start small, plan ahead. And if you want help, what was that lady's name?
Hang on.
Well, if you're still watching and you want help, just send me a message. I've got a great 5-day course. It's free. It's free, and it just gives you the foundations to get going.
Right, okay.
And that includes the planning, that includes the mindset. So if that lady wants to contact me, then I can send her the 5-day course.
Yeah, okay.
5-day course, 1 email a day, 1 guide a day. So it's not, you don't have to do a lot of work.
Are you still doing your 7 o'clock breakfast stuff? Are you getting people up at 6? No, it's at 6.
Oh, that's the challenge. Yeah. I don't know when I'm going to run the next challenge. I think I'm going to work more along the lines of like maybe an hour or 60-minute, 90-minute workshop where they come in, hear what I've got to say to make changes to their way of eating and living. Might do it that way. Yeah.
That 7 o'clock one killed me nearly.
Yeah, I know. But see, my programs have changed. That was when I was, trying to get people on one of my 6-week, 12-week courses.
Yeah.
Now I only do the monthly membership now. So to run the challenge to get them into the membership, I'm better off giving people lots of value in maybe 60, 90 minutes. And then they come into the membership if they choose to work with me. That's the way that I'm working it just now.
Okay. There you go, guys. Goes fast when we got Liz on. Don't forget, every Thursday at 7 o'clock. You can always guarantee Liz will be here. So, if you've got any questions, please contact her. If you've got any questions for anything at all, just let us know. And in the meantime, I've got to say bye. Got another 2 people on, guys, so stay tuned for that. Until next week, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Donna. Bye, Wayne.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, John Boy.
Bye-bye, Mary Ellen.
Bye-bye.